Fluyendo. Ayla Schaefer, Cheyenne. That was beautiful. Can you feel the room? You feel that presence? The love that you are, that each and every person is. Flowing by Ayla Schaefer. Beautiful water, permission to pray. To your crystal clear waters, divine spirit, carrying your healing feminine blessing. Blood of the earth, water is life. Flowing, 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 singing your mysterious song. Celebrating, rejoicing, teaching with movement, dancing the cycles of life. I will be like the water, like the water. Transparent like the water. Water, listening to your voice, speaking in the language of creation. Mother, teach me, guide my path to flow with confidence, to be like the river, flowing, flowing, flowing. Fluid like the water, clear and pure like the water, like the water. I come to listen to the secrets of water. I come to sing with the mystery of water. I come to listen to the secrets of water, to sing with the mystery of water. Mother water, water goddess, sacred water, spirit water. Mother water, water goddess, sacred water, spirit water. Fluyendo. To be in the flow, to connect with that essence of fluidity, of harmony, of ease and grace that is within each and every one of us, that is within our world. All we have to do is stop and breathe into it. All you need to do this week is just stop and recall Cheyenne singing this song. To connect with the very essence of who we are, with the very essence of Mother Earth. Flowing, flowing, flowing. Many years ago, it was in the mid-90s. Before I was a Unity minister, I became a licensed Unity teacher. And it's quite a process that you go through to do that. And it can take, depending on your schedule, it can take several years. I was back at Unity Village in Lee Summit, Missouri, actually Unity Village, Missouri, outside of Kansas City. And we were having our graduation and licensing ceremony on this particular evening. After the group of people that I was with and had been for 2 weeks at the village, finishing everything that we had to do to acquire this certificate, what we were going to do after our graduation services, we were going to go party. We were going to go dancing, and dancing we did, because we had been on a journey and we had been through quite an intensive couple of weeks. If you have never been to Unity Village, there are many chapels, and one of the chapels is the Peace Chapel. And this is a replica of the Peace Be Still. When you walk into the Peace Chapel, there's only maybe 8 or 10 chairs in there. Have any of you been in the Peace Chapel? And it's open 24/7, and it is a truly holy, sacred place. and you walk in and you see the Peace Be Still, and at the very front of the room is a very large and very old open Bible sitting on a pedestal. One of my very favorite things to do when I first get to the village, before I leave, different times throughout whenever I am there, to just stop in, go to the Bible, and just stand and connect with Spirit, and then randomly turn a page. On this particular evening, after completing this goal that I had had for quite some time, I went into the Peace Chapel before we went dancing. And I walked to the Bible, and the first thing I saw, Matthew 25, therefore I tell you, do not worry about your life, what you will eat or drink, or about your body, what you will wear. Is not life more than food, and the body more than clothes? Look at the birds of the air. They do not sow or reap or store away in barns, and yet your heavenly Father feeds them. Are you not much more valuable than they? And then the reading goes on, and we come to consider the lilies of the field, how they grow. They neither toil nor spin, yet I tell you, even Solomon in all his glory was not clothed like one of these. In that particular moment, on that particular evening, at a very transformative time of my personal life, when I walked in, I stood in front of the Bible in the Peace Chapel at Unity Village, and I said, what is mine to know? What is mine to know? And this was my message. Now, have I always remembered to live by this? I know without a doubt that that was divinely given to me in that moment. I know without a doubt. That was not just random. That was guidance. And yet, how many times do I forget? Do I forget? And I go into worry, I go into fret, I go into consternation, making life a whole lot more difficult than what I need to make it. That doesn't mean I can't go through life caring about what's going on around me and in my life, but how much of my precious life force do I give over to worrying? Do I forget the lilies? Do I forget the birds? Do I forget about Solomon in all of his glory? Perhaps you do the same thing. Because it's so easy for us to forget. I was listening to a YouTube video yesterday. Pam Gregory is a person that I follow on YouTube, and she was interviewing David Clement. I think, did you see the?
Yeah,
I
haven't seen the latest one.
Is he an astrophysicist? Yeah. And he is I don't know what he calls himself now, but in his world of science, he had a transformation where he is so sweetly connected to Spirit and his guides. And it's always a joy whenever Pam Gregory has David on there, because it's just beautiful wisdom that they are sharing. One of the things that Pam Gregory said as they were talking about alignment and energy and vibration and resonance and coherence, and Pam Gregory said, I choose my state of being. I love that affirmation. I choose my state of being. We are the ones who get to remember. And David said, go inside and feel the trust. I had never heard it put like that before. Go inside and feel the trust. And further on, as he was talking, he said, he doesn't dwell in hope, he dwells in trust. He said, Hope has a hole in it. Trust has you in it. Isn't that fun? It's such a fun way to remember. Go inside and feel the trust. So consider the lilies of the field. We put so much emphasis out in the world. And Jesus, in his weeks, in his 3 years of teaching, we're coming in next week is Palm Sunday, where we really focus in on the teachings of Jesus. But I always like to, in the time leading up to Easter Sunday, to remember to revisit that important time of Jesus's teachings, of what we are told that Jesus taught. And what he was doing, he was preparing his disciples for the work that they would be doing when he left. And going, oh my God, I hope they get it. Oh my God, I hope they get it. Can't you just imagine? Time's getting short here. And also talking to the multitudes. And of course, in these teachings, he's talking to the multitudes. But we are told that Jesus says, consider the lilies, not to fix them, not to improve them, not to compare them, just consider them. Imagine if you lived your life like beautiful daylilies do, blooming during the day and then going back to peaceful sleep at night. I was always so fascinated in my home that I grew up in. We had a big planting of daylilies right outside our kitchen window, and I was always so fascinated in the springtime with watching them bloom in the morning and go back to sleep at night. There was something about that that was just very precious to me. The lilies do not strive, and yet they are radiant. In Unity, we talk about one presence and one power, that God is the source and the creation of all. And we, just like the lilies, we are one with all of that. We are not separate, we are one. So as I was preparing this talk, it led me to the Beatitudes. And this very important time in the teachings of Jesus's life. And before we go into those, Rumi, stop acting so small. You are the universe in ecstatic motion. Consider the lilies of the field. Consider the birds. Stop acting so small. You are the universe in ecstatic motion. Do you know how powerful you are? Do you know? Do you know? So we look at the Beatitudes as a state of awakened consciousness. And I'm just going to run through them quickly. Blessed are the humble in spirit. Often we see it as, blessed are the poor in spirit, the meek, the humble. It's not about lack. It's not about being poor. It's not about being, oh, poor me, oh, sorry me. It's about being, oh, right here, right now. The emptiness of the ego. To let go of the false thinking that we are separate or lacking or alone. I just want you to take in and feel the essence of the teachings of Jesus, of what this master teacher who lived in a time of political conflict, what he was trying to get through to the people. To go within, to feel the Spirit, to know that we are one, that we are never alone. Blessed are those who mourn. Blessed are those who care. This is about feeling deeply in a world that numbs out. Mourning is sacred. If you feel things about all the different things that are going on in our world, and of course this week was another harsh one, it means your heart is still open. And if our heart is still open, then that means that we can still feel love and send love and be love out into the world. Meek does not mean being weak. It means being aligned with divine power rather than the ego force. It is strength without aggression. It is clarity without domination. Can you feel the strength and the power of the gifts that we have been given in these messages? Can you feel the call that Spirit is saying, step up, come forth, pay attention, wake up. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness. This is the soul's longing for alignment with truth. Whenever you feel that ache and it's like something is missing, something is trying to come alive through you, this is your awakening. Rather than feeling lonely or feeling sorry for yourself, stop and feel and pay attention. And blessed are the merciful. When we understand our own humanity, we stop weaponizing judgment. When you understand, you cannot help but love. Thich Nhat Hanh. Can you feel the wisdom in that? We spend so much time being angry and passing negative judgment. That doesn't mean that we need to process that. We need to own it. We need to say, yeah, this is how I'm feeling at the moment, and I get to choose my state of being. Where can I send love at this moment? And blessed are the pure in heart. This is about seeing without distortion, not through fear, not through past wounds, but seeing with the clarity of the divine. Consider the lilies of the field. See with the clarity of the divine. Take time. What was that song that just popped into my head? Take time to be holy. Take time to be holy. An old hymn that we used to sing in my church. And blessed are the peacemakers, not the peacekeepers, not the avoiders, the makers. Those who are willing to stand in the tension of the world and embody a deeper truth. To stand in a place of compassion for yourself and for others, both for the offenders and for those who have been offended. I so believe that our world, that we are going into a paradigm shift where the toxic patriarchy, and I'm not talking man and women, I'm talking patriarchal energy that also shows up not only in a human who is a man, but also shows up in humans who are women. And we are being transformed. It's being revealed. It's being revealed. And we can celebrate that knowing while at the same time being a part of the love and the transformation. And saying, yes, finally, we are moving a little more fully than what we perhaps have moved in the past. Let us keep moving forward. May you remember, even in the noise, the quiet truth of the lilies. And may you become in your presence, your compassion, your peace, a living beatitude in the world. So I invite you just even that last sentence with you this week. Take Pam Gregory's, I choose, what was it she said? I choose my state of being. I choose my state of being. I choose how I feel. And I am a living beatitude to the world. Be with the love, be with the compassion, be with the generosity, be with the understanding, and be the change that you wish to see in the world. And so it is.